Ladies and gentlemen, today I really wish I had some good news for the Nintendo Switch 2, but it seems like every single update or every single sliver of information is just more negative and more negative. And today we have some more updates for the Nintendo Switch 2. Some new pre-order updates, potentially some pricing updates, and all of it just makes me extremely freaking angry. But I think it is important to still cover this news. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. As you can see, I'm still on vacation, and I'm supposed to enjoy my vacation, and I am, but every time I want to just get excited about the future of Nintendo consoles, I just end up getting pissed off because I can't play the console, and I want to play the console one day, but it seems like that's going to be damn near impossible. But regardless, we have a lot to talk about. Also, this camera is making me look really orange right now. I promise you, I am not orange. I don't know what's going on there. Before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would really mean the world to me. And let's go ahead and get right into this video. So before we get into all this crazy news, I gotta show you something actually. Pokemon cards, I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I have some Pokemon cards over here. Really cool stuff. I've seen some fake packs of Pokemon cards, but I have never, ever seen fake packs of Mario cards before. Look at that. Crazy stuff. I have another one right here. Whoa. Yeah, so before we get into all the bad news, I thought I would show you something that actually makes me pretty happy. So just to catch you up quickly, April 9th was the original pre-order date for the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that was a worldwide pre-order date, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, because I do think the UK and France and Germany and a bunch of places over in Europe have already pre-ordered, so I actually might be wrong. But that was a pre-order date for America and Canada, maybe Mexico, I'm actually not sure there as well. But we do know that their pre-orders were delayed in the United States. And the reason why was because of the tariffs. Like, we knew tariffs were coming, we didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was. And yeah, unfortunately, it's just bad all the way around. But honestly, it is what it is, and we're just going to have to adapt and figure all this out. Nintendo will eventually give us a new pre-order date. But Canada, you know, the lucky bastards up north, they were still going to be able to pre-order this console on April 9th. And to be honest, they were rubbing it in our faces saying, haha, at least we still get to pre-order the console. But guess what? That is now not the case. So the update now says, pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2 in Canada will not start on April 9th, 2025, in order to align with the timing of pre-orders to be determined in the United States. Nintendo of Canada said in a statement to Mobile Syrup, I don't even know what the hell that is, but yeah, this is official news going around now. Nintendo will provide updated information at a later date. The launch date of June 5th, 2025 is unchanged. So there's two things here. Number one, pre-orders in Canada have now been delayed. But number two, it says the launch date has not been changed. June 5th is still the launch date. And you would think, I mean, it seems like that's our only little bit of good news we still have, right? The pre-order dates are everywhere right now. I do think Nintendo has a financial report the first week of May, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong. So I would assume that pre-orders would at least be before then, because investors are going to want to know what the hell is going on. That's just my take from this. To be honest, I don't really know what's going on, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and act like I know what the hell is going on with all the economic stuff going on in the world and international trading and trade deficits and tariffs. I'm not going to lie to you and try to sound smarter than I am. But allegedly, there's some kind of deal being made where Vietnam is getting like an extension or something. So if that happens, I think the pre-orders will happen sooner. But if not, I think the end of this month or the beginning of May at the latest. But the release date being June 5th, you would think, well, at least we have that good news, right? Yes, this probably is still going to be the release date. I actually could see the release date being pushed back like a month extra now, or to the end of June, and I kind of think that would make more sense to do. That way we can get a grasp on everything and figure out what's going on. But I still want it to be June 5th. But the release date now is kind of making me angry as well because of how much money we are potentially going to have to pay for this damn console now. That's right, I never rage on this channel. I'm pretty cool, calm, and collected. I'm starting to get pissed off, man. I feel like the Incredible Hulk over here, just charging up. Industry analysts now predicting massive post-tariff price hike on Switch 2. $540 for the console, $600 for the Mario Kart bundle. So, to put this in perspective, the Nintendo Switch 2 was $450. This is a $90 price increase for the console, and the bundle was originally $500 and is now going to be $600 allegedly. So that's a $100 price increase. What the hell, man? Like, yes, I know this is an industry analyst predicting this, and there's a good chance it could go this way or this way. So why even get upset now? You know what I mean? But I just want to pre-order a console, then purchase a console, then wait for the console, and get the console and play the console. It should be very simple. I have money, I give you money, I get product. Here's another caveat. Do the game prices go up as well? Like, why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? Mario Kart was $80. It. Now it's $5,000. That's right. It's more expensive than the console because why not? Yeah, I know it's not going to happen, but I mean, what if they increase the price of Mario Kart to $100? $80 wouldn't seem so bad. If the console price does increase, and then for some reason, software increases, I don't know. Maybe physical, it increases, digital is the same price because these games are already made or something. I don't know. I always thought there's no way the Switch 2 would fail, even with all this dumbass stuff going on. I could truly see, like, I don't want to say it failing, but it not being off to a great start. Like, there's people on the fence already, like, should I buy this console? It's really expensive, and the games are really expensive, and I have my Switch, so it's like, do I need a Switch 2 right now, especially when there's not that many games for it? Those people that are on the fence are pushed over the fence now. They're done. They're not buying the console anymore. So I would still probably buy it for $600, which is crazy. It's crazy we're at this point now. And the crazy thing is Nintendo knows this. Nintendo knows the console was already too expensive for some people, and they address this. Nintendo boss Doug Bowser on the Switch 2's price. Some people may not be able to afford it. That's why we wanted to make sure the other Switch platform is available. And I can see this both ways, right? Them being like, hey man, you're too poor, so go play the old Switch, dumbass. Or them being like, yeah, I know you can't afford it, so we're going to support the other Switch, which is really what it is, you know what I mean? There's so many people out there who have the previous Switch, so it makes sense to support that. But still, it's like, you couldn't afford it at $450 or $500. Buddy, an extra $100, you really can't afford it now. But I digress. I don't want to leave you on a sour note. So let's get into a leak. Is it a Nintendo Switch leak? No. Is it a Switch 2 leak? Pfft, as if. That's right, we've officially elevated to Nintendo Switch 3 leaks. We have this post right here. We believe Intel has won the GPU gaming socket for the Nintendo Switch 3 on 18A. This is not Nintendo replacing Nvidia, it's the chip foundry, just like how Samsung is the manufacturer of the Switch 2 SoC. So that's right, man. The Switch 2 isn't even out yet, and we're on to Nintendo Switch 3 leaks because that's just how we roll right now. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this information? Because your opinion matters most right here. Like I said, I don't try to rage, I don't try to get too upset. How could I not be upset right now when I strictly just want to play a console? Like, what's going on here? In the comments below, I truly would love to hear your opinions about all this. If you made it to this part of the video, you could really do me a favor. Hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It takes like 20 seconds to do all of that. It would really make my day if you joined this community, and it would really help out. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.